Hello, everybody, beautiful people. Welcome to episode 2 of the Tiny World Podcast with your host, Tiny Is Too Big. I hope everybody's doing all right today. I know I'm doing wonderful. It was some nice weather. You know what I'm saying? I walked outside. It was cloudy. I hopped in the car. Popped the sunroof back, panoramic my roof. You know what I'm saying? Drove to the gas station, put $5 worth of gas in, slid back by the house, posted up. You know what I'm saying? Today, like, my favorite news of the day, or the news that was most important to me in my life today, was how Bitcoin's doing. It's doing phenomenal. It's rising at a historic rate. My fault. Historic rate, and it's going through the roof. I came up on $1,200 extra a few days ago, and I put it all in Bitcoin. I went through Cash App and I put it all in Bitcoin, and I'm up about $75 right now. So, I'm pretty happy about that. That's pretty cool, because Lord knows I wouldn't have got that in my savings account. But speaking of like Bitcoins, I read a story today and came across about this guy. He sold his businesses, he sold his house, he got a divorce and everything, and invested all his money in his other cryptocurrency called Litecoin. So now all he does is travel around the country. He's a nomad, which means he's homeless, and he tries to inform people about this cryptocurrency. It's called Litecoin. And I read the story, and you know what I got out of it? I'm just going to be real. The dude wanted to get rid of his wife. That's all that was. Come on, why do something wild like that? And first of all, you know what? How she going to let him do something wild like that? That's how you knew they weren't brothers. They wasn't black. Man, I come in here and tell my girlfriend, look, I'm finna do all this and finna drive around the country and try to inform people about it. You expect her to leave. She's supposed to leave. Come on now. Come on, you just didn't want your life. You didn't want your wife, man. That's all that was. So you took it to this extreme. And now you can't claim income because you ain't really working. You ain't really getting paid. I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant if you think about it. But to go to this extent, to have your son posted up with you in the article and call him, the cryptocurrency, what they call them, the cryptocurrency informer or some shit like that. But anyway, that's been pretty important to me. Really, these last couple of days, it's been amazing to see the rise in it. I remember when Bitcoins first came out. Well, when I first started hearing about them in 2011. That's when we were still, Spotify. We still stealing music. Everybody didn't even have an Android. I damn sure didn't have no Apple phone. But yeah, that's when I heard about them. And then I remember getting interested in them again whenever I got down with Cash App and I got the card and the full app. And Bitcoin then was at 5,000. And then, I'd put a little money in there and I'd play around and then I'd take it out and then it'd move up to 7,000. It stayed at 7,000 for a long time. I'm talking about like a long time, probably about 2 months. And then I kind of just quit paying attention to it. Man, that shit at 26,000, 27,000 every day now. That shit wild. That's wild. That's historic rates that Bitcoin's rising at. God. That's cherry Dr. Pepper, courtesy of the Dr. Pepper Company. Thank you. Ice by Sonic. Trying to get that check. While I'm in the gym, I like to always, I like to watch a little YouTube, especially something to lift my spirits, something to get, if I'm feeling a little negative, maybe I'll listen to some meditation music or something funny. And it's a guy, I know we all know who Vlad is. Like, you know, the guy that does the interviews. His prize interviews to me are the ones he does with that guy Crunchy Black, man. This guy Crunchy Black is a nut, man. He's out of his mind. This guy is out of his mind. Like, he talks to Vlad. First of all, Crunchy Black thinks it's 97. Let's be real. He thinks it's 97, though. He's still 3-6 Mafia down. The rest of the guys have moved on, man. They made a whole new, the Mafia 6 group, and Crunchy Black wasn't even in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Crunchy Black get on there, they talking about Boosie getting shot in the leg when he went to Dallas, the old boy funeral. He talking about Boosie should have called him to do the work on it. I mean, come on, bro. Really, bro? Vlad over there just eating it up. Vlad over there just building a case. Building a case. Build the hell out of a case. I said, man, he cat wild, man. Just on there talking reckless. Then he's on there. He's looking bad. He's high on whatever he's high on. He's twitching. He's turning around. He's sometimes incoherent. I mean, and Vlad just steady puts him on there. Lets him hang himself. Dude, I bet Boosie's sitting at home like, why is he talking about me right now? You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't got nothing to do with what Crunchy Black got. What I'm going to call Crunchy Black for? So we can go down there and get caught. Because that's what he going to do. Go down there on that loud shit, get caught. But yeah. But yeah, those Vlad interviews was like Crunchy Black. Then I remember when he used to do the ones with like Ron Newt. Man, if you ain't seen the interviews with Ron Newt on the Vlad interviews, you go to YouTube and just take a solid 2 hours and just look at, man, that dude Ron Newt was wild, man. Was wild. Every time he tell you a story, it's a movie story. It's like like he had lions and tigers. One time Tiger had, tried to eat the face off of one of his daughters and he had to kill the tiger. Then he ran down the street in silk drawers and took it to the ambulance. Then another time he went in there to get some money from a guy, him and his brother. He was on the second floor of the building. And he got into it with him, and they got to busing, and he had to jump out of the building and jumped into the back seat of an Eldorado. Convertible Eldorado and burned off. Come on, man. Come on, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Convertible Eldorado, come on. I'm thinking he probably hopped in the back of a Caprice. I'm just going to be real with you. But, and then he got to talking about his sons, how they almost got signed by Joe Jackson. Thank God they didn't. Thank God they didn't do it. I think Joe Jackson kind of gets a bad rap, though. Because, you think about it like, we all got ass whoopings. So, like, to feel like Michael Jackson, you wasn't special by getting no ass whooping. Let's be real. We all got ass whoopings. It's just that he was talented. And when you talented and you get treated like everybody else, that's when it's an issue to people. As long as you talented and everybody treating you special, it's cool. But when you get treated like everybody else, other people have a problem with that. And that's wild, especially if you're a minority. You know what I'm saying? Keep Michael happy. Joe was trying to instill some structure in that boy's life. Everybody didn't feel that way. Now, and I ain't gonna say I don't think Michael Jackson was crazy. Just misunderstood. That's just my opinion. But, you innocent till proven guilty. So that's all we can go off on that. I see something else in the headlines today. Getting back to the sports arena, the Steelers decide to sit Big Ben. They're ESPN, like all the little sports networks would do anything to make a headline. Like shit don't even be a headline and they making a headline. Like I remember they asked Doug Peterson, do we think he'll be back next year? What you supposed to say? Hell no, I ain't gonna be back this year. I done fucked off this year. I done fucked off this year. I done fucked off last year. I'm not being back next year. No, you don't say that. What you supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to say, yeah, I'll be back. I feel confident that I'll be back next year. And that makes the headlines. Like, damn, man, y'all know something I don't. You show up to the press conference, you don't, and you the only one that thinking you ain't getting fired. Come on, everybody else already moved on. But that should be a headline. Doug Peterson does think he'll be there. Come on. Of course. That's what he's supposed to say. Meanwhile, he done interviewed for 2 or 3 little Division 2, 3 jobs. Hell, he was still an NFL coach, and that goes a long way. Unless you Lovie Smith or Herm Edwards. Both of who it's wild to like see these guys that were like NFL coaches and then make like how they transfer to like the NCAA, and then how they like how they almost like evolve, I guess. Like you see all these old guys like you know, like I said, Herm Edwards and Lovie Smith. Like, who knew that Lovie was that old? You know, who knew that Herm was that old? Who knew they still had that much fire in the tank? You know, Illinois, I mean, he did what he could do. I think if they would have gave him some time, which they don't ever do, he could have built something up there. But I think Herm's going to be all right. I think small division football in general is going to be all right. Because it's only so many SEC games you watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you're going to watch Alabama, LSU. And then you might watch, you know, Texas A&M. But all the other teams, man, like, only people watch, like, the Mississippi teams is, like, people in Mississippi. And then, like Mizzou, Arkansas ain't never had, man, as long as I've been watching football, Arkansas ain't never had, like, a legit contender squad. You know what I'm saying? Never in the talks or nothing. But it's cool to, like, watch, like, the smaller teams, like Cincinnati or, like, Maryland, or watch, you know, Army run the ball fucking 98 times and still score. Like, goddamn. You know, after a while, you get tired of him, man. Shit, I didn't forget him for none of them. Shit. But yeah, I think small conference football is going to take over. Because even like in all the bowl games, it's exciting to see who's in them. Just because of that reason, you might get the chance to look at a team that, you know, a Cinderella team. And it's always like one team in there. Oh, let's see. Getting back to my notes. Oh, but the Steelers decided to sit Big Ben for the final game of the season, which is a smart move. You're going to need Big Ben. You're already in the playoffs. Really not playing for much right now. So that's a smart move. But speaking of opposite of smart moves, let's transition into the NBA. Let's talk about the Houston Rockets situation with James Harden. James Harden is a guy that's unlike any we've ever seen before. Elite on all levels. Probably a little lackluster on the defensive end, but can definitely compensate for it with his offensive production. If you're Houston, you can't trade him. I'm sorry, you don't move on from James Harden. I'm sorry, you just don't. There's nothing you can get he's a generational talent. Let's be real. And I know everybody want to shortchange him and all that, but let's be real, he's a generational talent. Like, you don't move away from James Harden for whatever. I mean, unless they gonna give you KD. If they gonna give you KD back, okay, move him. But why would they do that? You know? But once everybody get back healthy with the Rockets, they're going to have a hell of a squad. I mean, Boogie Cousins, John Wall. I mean, you know, they could contend for the title this year, I believe. I believe Silas, he got something to prove. I believe he can prove it. He's respected, which is something that's important. So, I'll be excited to see how that plays out. Another thing in the basketball realm, they keep trying to make the Kawhi shoes cool. And in my honest opinion, the only place them shit should be worn at is in the circus, because they clown shoes. Off top. Them shits is clown shoes. I'm just gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about that shoe looks comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like if New Balance want to make that shoe hot, make that bitch retro. Quit trying to reinvent the wheel. Like you're not gonna get as good as a design as Nike or Adidas, because they got all the good designs on lock. I mean, you're a clunky shoe, make it retro. That's all I'm saying. I think that might save that line. You already got a guy that's, I guess, antisocial or an introvert. So he makes himself hard to be marketable as it is, but he understands that they're paying him a lot of money, so he'll do what he can, enforce what he can, but them shits ain't what that is, man. Who wants, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got those for Christmas and cried. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody opened them joints up and thought they was getting like some KDs or some Kobe's and seen them and cried like hell, man. Like real shit, man. I'm just gonna be real. And then you know what? Everybody always be saying little slights like Shannon. Shannon always give him a slight to him and Kerr. The Kerr got some ugly ass shoes too. Them motherfuckers don't look comfortable. You can find a brand new model at Marshalls. That turn you off right there. Why would I go to Foot Locker and pay $109 when I go to Marshalls and get them for $35 with a little stain on the bottom of them? But it's cool. Because they ain't going to look good no way. And what are you using them for? You know what I'm saying? Them white ones look like them goddamn fisherman boots. You know, the motherfucker, where I live at, the motherfucker crab fishing be wearing them goddamn white boots. That what them Steph Curry look like. Oh man, shit, that's why he stay hurt so much. Trying to walk around with goddamn bricks. Shit. Yeah, Skip and Shannon, they never shy away or never miss the opportunity to say something about their shoes or to say something about a guy's appearance. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe it just be me, but I feel like Skip and Shannon got gay undertones because they always talking about a guy's physical appearance. You know what I'm saying? They talk about Carson Wentz. He's a big, strong, strapping man. Come on, dude. I mean, you sound like you write for Penthouse. Like, real shit. You give me these porn magazine descriptions of these guys. I don't want to know about all that. I just want to know about his abilities on the field. You know what I'm saying? They talking about James Harden showed up, looked like 10, 12 pounds overweight. Dude, come on, who are you? Who was you? You gotta go work at the goddamn gym. Shit, look at him, motherfucker. He 10, 12 pounds overweight. The motherfucker scored 40-something points. I don't care if he slide his fat ass in there whatever way he wants to. I get production like that out of him. Shit. Up top. You can't trade him. He's untradeable. You know what I'm saying? He's another one with some dusty, busted ass shoes. You know, sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But what's saving them is that boost. You don't mind being in them hoes all day. Anything with that boost, you don't mind being in there all day. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're working at Walmart, if you drive and you don't mind being in that boost, that shit just feels so good. It feel like house shoes. But but yeah, Skip and Shannon, they always be on that. Had to look at my notes. Skip and Shannon always be on that that sugary activity. Always talking about guys and how they look. Another thing they were talking about, my thing is this. Okay, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Pat Mahomes, and you got Josh Allen, and they're in the running for the MVP, right? You already know Josh Allen ain't gonna get it. Why put him up there? Why have the cat up there? For what? You already know he ain't gonna win it. Like, he ain't got no chance to win it. Let's be real, dude. But yeah, you gotta still be up there. For what? For what? put the winner up there. Put who in first place up there, and that's all we need to know. You got me down in third place. Josh Allen told me, hey, take me off the list. I don't want to be up on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care about winning that shit. Real nigga shit. Shit, they built something special over there in Buffalo. Shit. That's real shit. Stephon Diggs over there acting ass. Man, look, Buffalo cold. And you know what? Not only is Buffalo cold, Buffalo low-key got like a good logo, they got good colors, and they got a nice stadium to play in. I know it's cold as hell, but it's marketability-wise, like, Buffalo got to be up there. And they consistently field good teams. And they consistently field exciting quarterbacks. Always. It's a lot of people saying Cam Newton is done as a starting QB in the league. I don't know. I think he still got some left in the gas tank. These next game, well, I guess it's one game left, but this next game we'll really know something if they play him. We know Belichick, he's frustrated. We see him acting out on the side of the field. Something we ain't used to seeing. Him showing some type of emotion. And it blindsided all of us. I can't lie. We all giggled like girls, but I don't know. I don't think this is Cam Newton's last stop. Somebody could use him. I think the New Orleans Saints will probably put in a bid for him and let him come down there and compete. He's a Tyson Hill type quarterback. I don't know. That'd be a good debate. Is Tyson Hill or Cam Newton better? And I think that'd be a sizable comparison. Like, that would make sense because they both show similar skill set. Similar sizes. I think Cam might be a little bit larger. I think Cam's like 6'6". Tyson Hill might be 6'4". Look at me over here sounding like he sound like Skip and Shannon.